Good day, everyone, especially to you, Captain Alquino. I am Deck Cadet Burgos Christian Gabriel Lopez from AC3, and in this video, I'm going to report about the Rule 10 from Coolreg, which is the traffic separation schemes. And so without further ado, let us start. So Part A. This rule applies to traffic separation schemes adopted by the organization and does not relieve any vessel of her obligation under any other rule. So the traffic separation schemes was adopted by the IMO, and still the rules from the Coolreg is still being applied on from the other rules. Part B, a vessel using a traffic separation scheme shall, subpart 1, proceed in the appropriate traffic lane in the general direction of traffic flow for that lane. So as you can see here from the picture, there are two vessels in which they are in a appropriate separation lane in the general direction of traffic flow. So subpart 2, so far as practicable, keep clear of a traffic separation line or separation zone. So the separation line and separation zone are in a magenta color, and the in between of the bits is the separation zone, and the edges are the separation line. So subpart 3, normally join or leave a traffic lane at the termination of the lane, but when joining or leaving from either side, shall do so at as small as an angle to the general direction of traffic flow as practicable. So as you can see here, this blue vessel is bound to port and it has leave from the TSS at a small angle. So still this green one is at the termination side. So part C, a vessel shall so far as practicable avoid crossing traffic lanes, but if obliged to do so, shall cross on a heading as nearly as practicable at the right angles to the general direction of traffic flow. So as you can see here from the picture, this red vessel is intending to cross over the traffic lanes, and so its heading must be on the right angle. And this one is that still it's intending to cross over the traffic lane, yet there is an external factor which is the tide of the wind, so still its heading must be at the right angle. So part D, subpart 1, a vessel shall not use an insured traffic zone when she can safely use the appropriate traffic lane within the adjacent traffic separation scheme. However, vessels of less than 20 meters in length, sailing vessels, and vessels engaged in fishing may use the insured traffic zone. So as you can see here from the picture, here is a sailing vessels in a encircled red, and it has sailing on the inshore lane. So part 2, notwithstanding subparagraph D, part 1, a vessel may use an inshore traffic zone when en route to or from a port, offshore installation or structure, pilot station, or any other places situated within the inshore traffic zone, or to avoid immediate danger. So as you can see here from the picture, this power-driven vessels is intending to cross over the traffic separation scheme, and so it should cross over here other than the inshore lane in which it's en route to port to a crane. So part E, a vessel other than a crossing vessel or a vessel joining or leaving a lane shall not normally enter a separation zone or cross a separation line except subpart 1 in cases of emergency to avoid immediate danger. So as you can see here, here is a vessel at a fire or explosion, and subpart 2 to engage in fishing within a separation zone. So here is a fishing vessel at the separation zone other than the restricted separation lane. So part F, a vessel navigating in areas near the terminations of traffic separation schemes shall do so with particular caution. So here is a picture at the termination side in which it has a radar surveillance. As you can see here, which it was zoomed in, or as an example, this termination side is a very crowded area. So it is recommended to act with particular caution. So part G, a vessel shall so far as practicable avoid anchoring in a traffic separation scheme or areas near its terminations. So it is recommended to avoid anchoring at the traffic separation schemes in which there are some areas where you can anchor at the inshore lane, as an example. So part H, a vessel not using a traffic separation scheme shall avoid it by as a wide margin as practicable. Part I, a vessel engaged in fishing shall not impede the passage of any vessel following a traffic lane, so that there will be no confusions made decided by the officer in charge in the traffic lane. So part J, a vessel of less than 20 meters in length or a sailing vessel shall not impede the safe passage of a power-driven vessel following a traffic lane. So this is in connection with the part D, subpart 2, in which sailing vessels or vessels less than 20 meters in length should be at the recommended inshore lanes. So part K and part L are exemptions for this rule, in which part K consists of a vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver when engaged in an operation for the maintenance of safety of navigation in a traffic separation scheme is exempted from complying with this rule to the extent necessary to carry out the operation. As for the part L, a vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver when engaged in an operation for the laying, servicing, or picking up of a submarine cable within the traffic separation scheme is still being exempted from complying with this rule to the extent necessary to carry out the operation. So, that is all, sir. Thank you and God bless.